RNZ News at midnight. Morena, I'm Vicky Mackay. Good morning. The Prime Minister says the country only has one chance to stamp out the latest community outbreak of COVID-19. The entire country has just gone into an alert level 4 lockdown after an Auckland man tested positive yesterday. The snap lockdown will last 3 days, but Auckland and the Coromandel will stay in alert level 4 for 7 days. Jacinda Ardern says the team of 5 million must go hard and go early and follow the same rules as last year's lockdown.
Delta has been called a game changer, and it is. It means we need to again go hard and early to stop the spread. We have seen what can happen elsewhere if we fail to get on top of it. We only get one chance.
The vaccination program will be suspended for 48 hours until health officials ensure vaccines can be delivered safely. Health officials have now identified 2 people who are close contacts of the Devonport COVID case. They both work with the man and are now self-isolating. Officials say the number of close contacts is likely to grow. At least one vaccination clinic on Auckland's North Shore is diverting its staff to testing. The owner of the North Care Testing Clinic, Peter Boot, says they expect the clinic's testing drive-through to be very busy this morning.
We'll be diverting everybody who was formerly doing COVID vaccination to COVID testing. We'll open a second lane and we'll have traffic control because we're expecting to get a lot of people on the shore coming through for COVID testing.
Dr. Boot says when the testing centre closed yesterday, they had to turn away people who were waiting in their cars. The government is once again rolling out financial support for businesses affected by the move to Alert Level 4. Companies whose revenue falls by 40% are eligible for the wage subsidy scheme, which will pay out $600 per week per full-time equivalent employee and $359 per week per part-time employee. Applications for the scheme are open on Friday. The resurgence support payment is available to businesses whose revenue drops by 30%, and this will pay out up to $1,500 plus $400 per full-time worker. Assistance is also available to cover the costs of employees who have to self-isolate or who have to take time off to get tested for COVID-19. Domestic air travel is restricted to essential services only during Alert Level 4. Air New Zealand says customers who are travelling should check whether they are eligible on the government's COVID-19 website. It says passengers throughout the country with travel bookings between the 17th and 24th of August will be able to change their bookings. Fees and any fare difference will be waived through to the end of the month. New Zealand financial markets have fallen sharply on news of a community case of COVID-19. The confirmation of the case and the prospect of a possible lockdown are putting in doubt a rate rise by the Reserve Bank today. Here's business editor Charles Beckford.
At lunchtime, the first rise in the cash rate in 7 years looked a foregone conclusion, but it looks anything but after news of the case in Auckland. The New Zealand dollar's fallen across the board against most major currencies. Wholesale interest rates and share prices are all lower. Financial market pricing now puts the chance of a rate rise tomorrow much less than 100%. The economic impact of an outbreak and lockdown give the Reserve Bank every reason to hold fire and delay any rate rise until October or November.
First home buyers will need to stump up tens of thousands of extra dollars when lending is tightened. The Reserve Bank is halving the amount of low deposit lending that banks can offer from October. Most buyers will need a 20% deposit, with Auckland buyers having to find an extra $90,000. First Home Buyers Club Director Leslie Harris says it's not good news for first home buyers who have also faced rising house prices.
The question then goes, how do banks see this rule? Are they going to make some kind of legislation around, well, that small bit of low deposit lending that they now have, they will reserve for first home buyers?
Leslie Harris says she's seeing more groups banding together to get on the ladder, and we will give you the official COVID-19 Alert Level 4 rules next. That's the news.
And welcome to What Now, for today, the 16th of July.
Well, this was one of the first programs that had young people phoning in, just like a radio station.
There was always this mad dash to get out of the studio by about 1 minute to 10, literally run down the street from Gloucester Street round to Colombo Street to get on air by 4 minutes past 10.
Eyewitness with me, Sonia Yee, Thursday, 3:30 on Afternoons with Jessie Mulligan on RNZ National.
Good morning. It's now time for an official COVID-19 update. All of New Zealand has moved into Alert Level 4. The alert level will be reviewed after 3 days for all areas except Auckland and Coromandel Peninsula, which is likely to remain at Level 4 for an initial period of 7 days. A community case of COVID-19 has been identified, so stay home where possible and follow the Alert Level 4 guidelines. Everyone is asked to wear a mask and keep at least a 2-metre distance from others whenever you leave your home. If you are sick, call your doctor or healthline on 0800 358 5453. That's 0800 358 5453 for advice about getting tested. Keep on scanning those QR codes, super important now whenever you leave your home. Practice good hygiene, wash your hands often, sanitize. Services include supermarkets, pharmacies, clinics and petrol stations will stay open at Alert Level 4. For more information, you can go to the COVID-19 website, which is covid19.govt.nz. I will also give you the current locations of interest shortly. But first, they are the Level 4 rules that we are currently now under across New Zealand. And we'll keep updating any information as it comes to hand. To the short forecast from Met Service to midnight Wednesday the 18th of August for the entire North Island, except for Gisborne and Hawke's Bay. Occasional showers, some heavy, possibly thundery, becoming isolated in the evening. Snow is down to 1,000 metres this morning. It will affect the desert road for those transport haulers. Please be aware that snow will affect the desert road with snow down to 1,000 metres this morning. Gisborne and Hawke's Bay mainly fine, however scattered showers spread north late afternoon and evening, possibly thundery about Hawke's Bay. For Marlborough, Nelson, Buller and Canterbury, showers, some heavy, possibly thundery north of Canterbury, clearing in the afternoon and becoming fine. A few showers returning to coastal Buller at night. For Westland and Otago, except Clutha, showers clearing early morning and becoming fine. For Clutha, Southland and Fiordland, scattered showers becoming mainly confined to coastal areas in the morning. For the Chatham Islands, showers with possible thunderstorms, northerly gales easing in the morning. And there are heavy rain warnings, but very few and not for long. For the Tararua Range in the North Island, there's a heavy rain warning until 11 o'clock this morning. A further 60 to 90 millimetres possible, or likely actually overnight, with possible thunderstorms up until 11 this morning. In the South Island, Buller and Nelson west of Motueka, and also Nelson Lakes, you have heavy rain warning valid until just 3 o'clock this morning, so just 3 hours to go. If the rain hasn't started to ease, it will do within the next 3 hours, certainly. So that's the very latest in news, COVID information and weather here on RNZ National. Now, I am going to give you the current locations of interest in New Zealand, particularly for Auckland. For the Auckland people have inquired. Now, as we stand at the present time, there are only 2 places of interest in Auckland at the moment. That may well change. In fact, I know it will throughout the day. But at the moment, the location name is Crum in Grey Lynn. If you were in Crum and Grey Lynn on Thursday the 12th of August around 10 o'clock in the morning until say 10:15, please self-isolate at home in your accommodation and call Healthline for advice. Or alternatively, if you were in Devonport in Auckland at the Devonport Pharmacy on Victoria Road in Devonport on Monday the 16th of August between 2:15 and 2:30, please self-isolate at your home or your own accommodation and call Healthline on 0800 358 5453 for advice. They are the locations of interest in Auckland. Now, the locations of interest in Coromandel are the Star and Garter Hotel, the Umu Cafe in Coromandel on Friday the 13th of August. So on Friday the 13th of August, the Star and Garter Hotel, the Umu Cafe in Coromandel, Starangata 6:39 to 7:40. So between, let's say, 6:30 and 7:45 on Friday the 13th, and 7:45 to 8:30 on Friday the 13th at the Umu Cafe in Coromandel in the evening. BP gas station Coromandel on Saturday morning 9:30 to 9:40. Driving Creek Railway tours in Coromandel Saturday the 14th 10:30 to 10:50. You're all asked to self-isolate people there during these times. Jack's Cafe and Bar in Coromandel Saturday the 14th from 10:50 to 11:30 a.m. Hereford and Pickle in Coromandel. Please self-isolate. This is in Colville, actually. Please self-isolate if you were there on Saturday between 1:25 and 2:15. Tara's Beads in Coromandel, Saturday the 14th, 3 o'clock till 10 past 3. Richardson's Real Estate in Coromandel, Saturday the 14th, 3:30 to 3:35. Again, the Umu Cafe in Coromandel. Obviously, it's a nice place. Saturday the 14th, 6:17 p.m. until 7:11 p.m. And Starangata Hotel in Coromandel again, Saturday from 10 past 7 until 9 o'clock at night. Again, the Umu Cafe on Sunday from 10:15 in the morning until 11:15 in the morning. Tara's Beads in Coromandel again on Sunday, 10 in the morning till 10:05. The Woodturners Cafe in Thames on State Highway 2 at Thames, Sunday the 15th of August at 12:40 until 1:30 on Sunday. Please self-isolate all of these people if you visited during those times. And that's what we have to date. Now, I know it's hard to take that in when I'm reading it, so please feel free to go to covid19.govt.nz, covid19.govt.nz, and you can look up everything you could possibly want to know about this latest COVID-19 community case. It's 12 minutes past midnight on RNZ National. We're going to get on with the program, beginning with our BBC Witness History and The Secret Light of the Orchestra, Part 2 in this hour. We begin with Witness History, and as we have started this week, it's all about what happened around the Berlin Wall and the repercussions of that.
All this week, to mark 60 years since the building of the Berlin Wall, Witness History is bringing you